This week, we'll find out if the Ducks are headed to the national title game in Glendale, Arizona, or the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. Today, Hollywood is mourning the death of actor Leslie Nielsen. Las Vegas police are investigating a daring early morning robbery at a posh Las Vegas hotel. All right, welcome back. Time now for Pet of the Week. Mandy's here from Green Hill.
Even though she looks a little bit older.
She looks elderly, but she's kind of a baby. She's only a year old.
She is, yeah.
Besides, Bryce wants to sing it more Elton John.
I was just going to say, I need some more Elton John.
University of Oregon students we talked to say they are excited about the arena bringing in more big-name acts.
Elton John plays February 17th at 8 p.m. Tickets go on sale this Friday at noon. Oh gosh, there it is. They start at $29 and go as high as $129. Yeah. You can buy tickets online and at the Casanova Center box office. And the best part is Bryce doesn't sing in a Bryce voice. He sings in Bryce's Elton John voice.
It's so good.
And I only know
and
a
that's
couple
the best
lines.
part. So yeah,
so figured out.
So tiny dance.
and that's all he knows.
Right.
Oh,
Hold on, Bank. Do you see what we have here?
Yeah.
$250,000.
Comic book, which is worth $250,000. I don't know what I'd want to be in: the fair eating contest, the karaoke competition, or the cutest baby contest.
I think so. I think you do all right. You got to shave though.
Numero uno.
That's
Got to shave.
There's few things she loves more than wearing these outfits, as
That's
you can
right. And
tell.
she-
But she's not eligible because she would win because she is my little dog.
Right, and she's
and
so
I'm the
cute.
judge. Eugene police need your help in finding this week's Crime Stopper Criminal of the Week. The events out here at Hayward start today at 1 o'clock with a women's heptathlon. There's right now sunny and pleasant, although there are some ominous clouds to our east. Under no circumstances should you send your personal information to an email like this. And also this driver, which will be a Black Friday deal. They open up here at 4:45 in the morning. We're going to test it out. An important tip when you're starting the vehicle is to make sure you put it in the lowest gear. That way you make sure you start in a nice, smooth, slow pace.
I want to say the motorcycle helmet.
Well, here at the Duck Store, there's plenty of items for the Duck fan under the Christmas tree. A busy street like this one can become a crash scene in an instant. When that happens, the Eugene Police Department calls out the crash reconstruction team to put the pieces back together. It starts with a crash, in this case a drunk driver speeding through a red light. The impact kills 4 and leaves 2 seriously injured. The first thought for officers is not about investigating, it's about saving lives.
There are a lot of images that are going to stay with me for a very long time.
In the case of Matthew Elmers, 1 victim survived. The other 4 people in the SUV were killed. Officer Michael Clue says working crash scenes is different than other homicide scenes. You can't block off the area for days or weeks, so you have to move quickly to get an immense amount of information.
We only have one shot at this, because once I open up the road, all the evidence is gone.
Investigators map out the scene. They chart the final location of the vehicles involved, including the impact location and other details. That information helps to create this 2-dimensional model of the crash. Officers use this model to measure the speeds of the vehicles involved. Details so precise, police have no doubt how fast Elmers was driving when he ran the red light.
It's not necessarily much of a how fast do I think it was going. He was going 92 miles an hour. The whole crash was caught on video.
Dash cam video of the crash was dissected for information. Officer Clue says he studied the video for hours before finally figuring out where he could see traffic lights, indicating Elmers ran a red light, causing the crash.
Over here in your peripheral, you'll see this vehicle coming and slowing down, but if we watch here, we'll see the first switch, which is from green to yellow, and we'll see it again here from yellow to red. Again, this vehicle now accelerates through, obviously indicating green for West 11th, consequently red for Burleson. Here's Elmers right there, coming down. You see the headlights, and there's the crash.
Finding witnesses can also be harder than you might think. Clue says he was very frustrated that 2 drivers never came forward. 1 in front of the crash and 1 behind that came inches from becoming a victim. In the end, it takes hundreds of hours of work to help the victims' families find closure and put the criminals behind bars. In Eugene, I'm Bryce Onslinger, KEZI 9 News. On average, there are over 1,000 car thefts in Eugene each year. It's a crime that affects not just one person, but an entire family. Eugene police officer Yolanda Connor is doing more than her part to return stolen cars to their owners.
In this one, they've left, there's a lot of trash and debris. If the owner comes to pick up the vehicle, we want to see if that belongs to them. If it doesn't belong to them, the suspect left it, and we'll take that in for processing.
Officer Connor's been on the Eugene Police Force for 12 years.
Okay, if I can get you to sign here,
Yeah.
that releases the vehicle back to you.
For 5 of those years, she's recovered more stolen cars than any other officer in the department, and she has her name on the plaque to prove it. But Connor doesn't work to find stolen cars for recognition.
I recovered one last night, and the lady asked me if she could hug me.
What'd you say?
Yes.
Connor broke the record for the number of stolen cars found last year with 90. Her closest competition, Officer Greg Califf, found 86 last year.
I was actually ahead of her when I went on vacation in December, but she passed me when I wasn't even here, so.
Do you regret the vacation time?
Oh, no.
He recovered one today, so I have to get out there and recover one now.
Califf says Officer Connor deserves the accolades she gets. Finding stolen cars is her passion, and it's something she can't turn off even when she's off duty.
6769. It's always nice when you have a vehicle with people in it. That's always more exciting. So,
Because you get to
take them to jail.
Connor says investing in the club is the best thing you can do to make sure your car is not the next to be stolen. She says most thieves won't take the time to mess with a car that has the club on the steering wheel. In studio, I'm Bryce Onslinger, KEZI 9 News. The website Craigslist has changed the way scam artists target their victims. It's a free site meant to allow people to communicate by doing things like buying and selling items. But it's also an easy way for scammers to find people looking for a deal that may be too good to be true.
I sent him another very candid email, basically saying, you know, you need to stop this immediately because this is criminal.
Sandy Calton just wants to rent her house, but just a day after she posted an ad on Craigslist, she found out someone had taken her information and made a fake ad for her rental.
That's the shot that he used, and then he had 3 other interior pictures that are not of my property.
The scammer created an ad that looked just like the real thing. The only difference was the fake listing advertised the home for $700 a month, over $500 less than the real ad.
Everybody that called, I'd say 8 out of the probably 10 people that called, they all said it was too good to be true. Those were their words. It was too good to be true. And, you know, if it's too good to be true, then it probably is.
Calton was originally told about the scam by a potential renter who saw the real ad and the fake ad and put 2 and 2 together. The scam was online for just 1 day before Calton had it pulled down, but that was long enough for one unsuspecting couple to almost fall victim.
He made himself unavailable and promised the folks that, you know, that they could get the keys in a quick period of time if they sent him money.
The couple decided something was wrong when they drove by the house, and the pictures they'd seen online did not match what they saw from the street.
They were promised that they could rent the property without ever meeting this landlord, which I think raised some red flags for some folks, most people.
The scammer said he was in London and his local contact was in the hospital. He even acted as if he was doing potential renters a favor by allowing them to rent the home without meeting him.
He kind of threatened them. He said, you know, I'm really taking a chance here by doing this without meeting you. Please don't disappoint me. But in language that you can tell he's from another country. Right. He used different language and different words that, you know, sounded a little odd.
Calton says the scam won't keep her from finding a renter for her house, but she says it was a nuisance to anyone that realized it was a scam, and it could be much worse for anyone that fell victim to the scam. For more on where you can go to find help if you've been scammed, just head to the Crime Stoppers link on our website at KEZI.com. In studio, I'm Bryce Onslinger, KEZI 9 News.